Hello and welcome back to the channel, guys. If you're new here, my name is Arif and I'm a first year student enrolled in the Grande École MIM program at Essex Business School. And in today's video, I'm going to be taking you through the 6 tools and hacks that I use to increase my productivity. So without wasting any further time, let's hop right into it. So one of the best apps that I've come across in a long time is for sure going to be Alfred. Now this one is a Mac app, but surely there are various other alternatives for Windows. I'm going to be putting some of them on the screen here. So yeah, now how this works is it is a spotlight search on a Mac but on steroids. So let me just show you exactly how this Alfred works. So let's see how this works. Now you can configure it to start when you log into your computer, and then you can use it for any of the file searches, the actions, the web search, the web bookmarks that you have. You can use it to calculate something, your contacts, your music, any of the apps that they allow. I'll just directly show you the way that I use this app the most. So let's say, for example, I want to open something on my YouTube folder. I open the folder, I go to my contents tab, I open, let's say, the booktuber folder, and then I scroll down and I open the booktuber PNG file. So basically this is the image booktuber. So I went through 3 folders and then I opened this. So if I have to use Alfred, I'll just command spacebar. Done. So it saves me, this is very less, obviously it saves me just 1 or 2 seconds, but if I constantly use this application throughout my entire day, it saves me a hell lot of time. Now this is just scraping the surface of Alfred. You can do a whole lot of other things. I don't use my calculator anymore. I just do this and have my answer right there in front of me. And this is also copied to your clipboard so you can use it. Then if I have to search on Google, what would I generally do? I'll go to my Google Chrome. I'll go to Google. I'll search for the term and then it pops up right there. With Alfred, all I have to do is command spacebar, Google, and I'm done. Let's say I want to search something on YouTube. So command spacebar, YouTube, and there you go. It searches directly the term that you searched for on YouTube, and wow, my video is actually ranking number 1 on the search list. Thank you. And similarly, same thing, just Amazon lights. So it searches. Now I've configured it to search for lights on amazon.fr. You can change it according to your own country. You just go to the preferences of Alfred and I think it's this one, yeah. Now there is definitely so much that you can do with Alfred. If you just see its feature one by one, then obviously it looks as if it's just saving you 1 or 2 seconds. But over a long period of time, if you're using Alfred every day for file searching on the web, it saves you a lot of time. And once you develop a knack for this, doing things on your laptop becomes so much more faster than it usually is. And yeah, it helps me get a lot of stuff done pretty fast. Okay, so now the second tool in this list is Notion, and it is by far the best find of 2020. And I mean, I can't really put into words what exactly Notion is, because it is literally everything. It is a note-taking app, it is a content management system, it is a to-do list app, it is a database, and literally anything you can imagine with project management, work management, or just your normal workspace, you can do with Notion. Your creative projects, your school work, anything you can imagine, you can do with Notion. Everything related to everything that is going on in my life, it's on Notion. So yeah, okay, so this is basically the homepage that I refer the most. This is my life operating system. And I have other pages like the one with the YouTube thing, the one with the podcast and everything, and the school, and I have direct links to those pages directly on this, so that I can just go directly refer that page. So yeah, you can see, okay, so this is normally wherever I write stuff. So this has some entries obviously from February, March, April, nothing in May so far. And then you have obviously, I think this you must have seen. Okay, so I did a budget video a while ago, so this has my budget from November, December, October onwards basically that I've been here. So this is just about normal books that I read. Okay, so yeah, you can see here This is one of the templates that I downloaded from internet, and I use this template to just take notes from the books that I read. And yeah, I think it's pretty self-explanatory. The category is non-fiction, genre, rating, the date I finished this book, the status, and yeah, you can see the summary and the notes of the book. And so you can see, you can add these pages up on Notion, and in these pages you can create to-do lists, and you can create tables as well. So, and then you can put images directly, you can embed other links. Like I have my Spotify playlist, study with me playlist, embedded directly over here on the Notion page. And this is one you can say matrix that I use as a to-do list. So basically I categorize stuff as today, tomorrow, this week, and next week, depending upon the category that it belongs to, the priority, the due date, and the status of it. So okay, so this is the video. Yeah, shoot and edit, 6 tools and hacks that I use to stay productive. So yep, I am doing that. And this is tomorrow. This is, yeah, you can see, write posts for website goes live, so stuff like that. Then this is my page for the YouTube thing and content ideas. So as you can see, okay, fine, okay. So you can see here a list of the videos that I'm actually working on. This is the one that I'm working on currently, 6 tools and hacks that I use. The next one is gonna be a tech related video, so the very first tech video. And yeah, apart from that, I have other plans, some ideas here and there. And so yeah, these are the ideas that I've worked so far. And you can see that this is one of the previous videos that I did, the pros and cons of studying in France. So yeah, this is the script, all the pros, all the cons. So this is how I structure the videos that I make. I always have like folders separated with all the videos, the idea, the script, literally back till the first video. So this was back in June. And now let's go move on to the school thing. Okay, so this is my page for my school stuff, the first trimester, the second trimester, the JA tracks and everything, my work as a program ambassador, whatever I'm doing, all of the other stuff. Yes, and yeah, this is there. Then this is just random random stuff which does not fit into any category. So literally the power of Notion is limitless. You can try to customize it according to your own need. And yeah, I mean, I can go on and on about Notion, but I guess you guys got the gist. And also, if you have EDU ID, which means that if you go to the school, you can actually use the personal pro plan, which is $5 a month for free if you have the education ID. So yeah, I'm using that. Because of that, I get a little bit of other file uploads. I get unlimited file uploads. I get unlimited number of guests that I want to add here. So now the third tool slash hack that has helped me a lot is time blocking. Now earlier, whatever I had to do, I just had that particular task or whatever it was inside my head, and I would plan it orally. And so usually what would happen is my stupid brain would forget the task B or the task A, and I would just inevitably post it probably to the next day. I will procrastinate it and shift it to the next day or maybe the day after that. And this vicious cycle used to continue every single day. Now, ever since I've started using time blocking, I mean, I have started gaining control over the time that I have. And so this is the calendar that I use. And as you can see, I basically, first of all, what I do is I put all my classes in there. So this trimester, I have classes only on Monday and Tuesday. So I have added all of my classes. Apart from that, what I like to do is I add any other call that I have, and then after that I basically add the time that I'm going to be spending on scripting the videos, shooting these videos, editing these videos, and when it's going to go up. All the other things that I've added is like I had one podcast on 6th, so I recorded that on 5th. The website that I was talking about that I'm working on. So this is the website article that I'm writing. I went on Saturday for a 5-6 hours long get together in Paris. So I logged that time as well. And Yeah, so basically, how I try to use calendar and time blocking is that whatever task is important, like whatever task is crucial, obviously the class is crucial, I can't postpone my class, so I put my classes. The Zoom calls that I have with other people, that is crucial, I can't, not normally I can't postpone that, because we have decided up on a time which suits both of us. So that the videos that I shoot, that I edit and I post, I generally try to stick to a schedule. So I use that. Then the same goes with the podcast that I'm now recording, the website articles that I'm writing. Everything has to be on a schedule so that I don't forget it, and I don't push it, and I don't procrastinate. I don't end up procrastinating. And similarly, if I'm going out to meet someone, I put that so that I know that okay, during this time I will not be able to do any other call, I will not be able to do any other work, because right now I will be traveling, I will be going to someplace else, I'll be meeting this or the other person, and yeah, stuff like that. And now obviously I spend time every day cooking for myself, maybe reading a book, going out to the grocery store, just going out for a walk, stuff like that. And I haven't put all these tasks here in the calendar. And I mean, in my opinion, I really try to put the task, like I said, the tasks which are important and I can't really miss. So yeah, that is my thought process behind the time blocking that I mentioned. And one of the best part about this time blocking is that you don't need any other external application to do it. Like the ones that I previously mentioned, Alfred and Notion. It's a different app. Like you're not used to those apps if you haven't used them. But Google Calendar, I'm sure 100% all of you who are watching this video, you must have used Google Calendar at some point of time, and try it at a scale that you are comfortable with. I am comfortable with this scale, just putting the things that are crucial and not micromanaging every single hour of my entire week. So yeah, just try at a pace that you're comfortable with and see if it helps you or not. Now the fourth rule slash hack in this list is basically just a simple rule from the book Getting Things Done by David Allen. If you haven't read this book, let me tell you, it is the best book ever written on productivity, and I highly recommend it. Coming back to the rule, the 2-minute rule basically says that if you have any task, regardless of its urgency or the context, if that can be done in less than 2 minutes, just do it right away and don't put it off for later. And the basic principle behind this rule is that if the task is actually taking you less than 2 minutes, thinking about that task, taking out a pen and paper or an app, putting it into a to-do list, and then coming back to that task, thinking if I should do it now, assigning it if it is like urgent today or if it is urgent tomorrow, stuff like that. It usually would take more than 2 minutes, and while the task itself is taking less than 2 minutes. So just do it right away. And the way that I've used this rule is mostly based on house chores. So let's say that after eating something, I'm just taking that plate and I'm putting it in the sink, and I'm not washing that plate right away. So I know that the washing will only take me less than 2 minutes, but I procrastinate at that point of time. I just leave it at the sink, I come back and I continue whatever I'm doing. And one by one, these plates, these mugs, all the other cutleries, they pile up, and this small task, these small tasks, they become such a huge daunting task that we generally don't want to do. Like we see the huge pile of dirty dishes in our sink and we go like, no, okay, I'll wash it later, it's fine for now. I totally don't do that. Now, obviously, this doesn't just apply to washing the dishes and can be applied to countless other tasks. And if you come across any task after watching this video that you know it's going to take less than 2 minutes, so just probably try to do it right away. So basically, now we are coming to the end of the list, and the fifth productivity hack, the tool that I use, is basically Parkinson's law. And the Parkinson's law states that work fills so as to fill the time available for its completion, which simply translates to if I have 30 minutes to finish a task, I will finish it in 30 minutes. But if for the same task I've been given 4 hours, then 2 hours, let's say, then I will basically decrease my efforts to maybe 1/4 of what it was when I was doing it in 30 minutes, and I'll finish the task in 2 hours. So the way that I use this law in my favor is that I create fake deadlines. So for example, let's say that today it's Monday and I have a paper due on Friday. So what I will do is I'll create a fake deadline for myself in the calendar on let's say Wednesday night or Thursday night, and I'll try to stick to that deadline as the actual deadline, where I know that it's a fake deadline, but I will think of it as an actual deadline. And now, instead of having the entire 5 days of the week from Monday till Friday, I just have 3 days: Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. So I will try to finish that assignment or the work or project or anything that is there in those 3 days. And like I said, as a concept, everyone is aware of this. It's just that trying to use this law in your benefit is it has been a total game changer for me. Creating fake deadlines also seems very simple idea, but definitely it has worked wonders for me. So try to do this. If you have a deadline on Friday, put a fake deadline on Wednesday. Try to stick to that. If you know consciously that you have a deadline on Friday, so if you try to procrastinate after reaching Wednesday, no, I know that I have deadline on Friday, let's delete this fake deadline, it's not going to work, obviously. So try to stick to that fake deadline that you've created for yourself, and just see how, if this productivity hack works for you or not. So finally, coming to the last hack, the last productivity tool slash hack for today, and it's basically not a rule or not a hack and not an app. It's basically a concept that I follow on a day-to-day basis, and it is basically a brain dump into my app of choice. And the reason I do this is because I know my brain is stupid, and whatever pops into my head, I will forget it at some point of time. And this is why I need to store it somewhere. Basically, I follow the concept that my brain is for having ideas, not for storing them. And that is why whenever I have an idea, I just need a place where I have to store them. So if I am away from my laptop, I'll just take out my phone. I'll usually use the notes app on my iPhone. I'll add any ideas, let's say 5-second rule, something. Yeah, I know I have the idea in mind, I'm just not typing it right now. I hope I don't forget it. But yeah, so the basic concept is just writing whatever idea that pops up into your head. Maybe take a piece of paper, just write it down, maybe into an app of your own choice. For me, when I'm using my phone, I put it in my the notes app. If I am near my laptop, I'll just take out Notion. And like I mentioned, this has helped me a lot because earlier, a lot of my ideas surprisingly used to come to me when I used to shower. So a lot of times I just had an idea, I would analyze it, I would just shampoo my head and analyze that idea for like 20-30 seconds. And then the minute I step out of my shower, I just forget the idea altogether. So it was becoming kind of a nuisance. Like, I know, okay, I had this idea, but I forgot what it was. And yeah, so this was basically the problem that I was facing. So what I generally now do is I take my phone, I just keep my phone next to where I shower, and if suddenly I have anything in mind, I'll just take my phone. I know it's not waterproof entirely, but I'll just quickly type out whatever I have in mind. And then later on, whenever I have my laptop in front of me, I'll just shift that idea from the Notes app to the Notion. And I think, yeah, these were basically the 6 tools and hacks that I now try to use on a day-to-day basis to keep track of my time, to get my things done, to build an idea bank, to just manage everything from my school work to my creative work and just be productive and efficient. If maybe not all 6 of them, try to at least implement 2 to 3 of them in your own life, in your own manner. If you don't want to use Google Calendar, use something else. If you use Apple Calendar, you can use that. If you don't want to use Notion, maybe just use some other note-taking app. Try to implement at least 2 to 3 of them in your life and see if it helps you in your productivity, in becoming more efficient. They sure helped me. All of these 6 surely helped me a lot. So I will advocate all of them. And if you do go end up trying them and it actually helps you, please remember to come back here and put something on the comments below, so that any future viewer, if they see this video, whenever they see this video, they have proper testimonials from past viewers that these hacks work. And yeah, if you like this, do consider giving it a thumbs up and also subscribing to the channel. I'm gonna be making more videos like this, the productivity, the tools hack. As you saw, I also have a tech video coming up next week and some other fun stuff too. So yeah, stay tuned, and as always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.